Imagine waking up one morning to find that another nation has beaten the United States to a historic milestone in space exploration, establishing a nuclear reactor on the moon. The consequences would be far-reaching, with the potential to limit America's access to the lunar surface and hinder its ambitious plans for a moon base. But NASA's acting administrator, Sean Duffy, is determined to prevent that scenario from unfolding. Duffy has issued a directive to fast-track plans for a nuclear reactor on the moon, citing the urgent need to stay ahead of China and Russia in the lunar energy race. Both nations have announced joint plans to develop a similar project by the mid-2030s, and the stakes are high. If another country were to succeed first, it could declare a keep-out zone. That would effectively block the U.S. from establishing a presence on the lunar surface through NASA's Artemis program. The Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon by 2027, is a critical step towards establishing a sustainable presence on the lunar surface. But to achieve that goal, NASA needs a reliable source of energy. That's where the nuclear reactor comes in, a game changer that could provide the power needed to support long-term human operations on the moon. But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that the risks associated with nuclear power outweigh its benefits, particularly in a sensitive environment like the moon. Others might question the ethics of establishing a keep-out zone that could limit access to the lunar surface. As we move forward with these plans, it's essential to consider the potential implications and ensure that we're prioritizing safety and sustainability. According to NASA estimates, a nuclear reactor would need to provide at least 100 kilowatts of power to support long-term human operations on the moon. The agency has previously worked on similar projects, including a fission surface power project that could provide the moon with at least 40 kilowatts of power, enough to continuously run 30 households for 10 years. Duffy's directive also calls for an executive to lead the program within 30 days, signaling a sense of urgency and momentum behind the project. This is not just about beating China and Russia to the punch. It's about securing America's place in the next generation of space exploration. As Duffy himself put,